Do this little thing for you. Never really done anything like this before, so little 64 bar story. A little bit of a message. Yo. Here we go. A lady wakes up and walks down the stairs. The floor she came yesterday is covered in the hair. The dust is unsettled, it's still in the air. She lets out a tear cause life isn't fair. Looking in the mirror, she wonders what to do. She uses her makeup to cover up the bruise, but still she doesn't want to leave the house in this mood. So she tries to eat something, but it's too hard to chew, like the reality of what her husband said. The words from last night still run through her head. Bitch, slag, fucking dirty whore. She ain't even slept with another man before, and the only one she's had is put his hands to her jaw. On regular occasions leaves her blood on the floor, feeling sore. She puts her head in her hands and reminds herself of why she married this man. You see, it wasn't always this way. When they first met, things were more than okay. They make the perfect couple, they'd say. The proof's in the photos from romantic holidays. But 8 years down the line and 3 after their marriage, their relationship's ravaged by the death of the first child. The husband goes wild because he can't manage, and he blames his wife for the endurable damage. And the beatings start for the slightest of things, like not having dinner on the table. When he gets in, the punishment gets worse with every whiskey bottle hollowed, because the pill for his illness is too hard to swallow, and he can't bring himself to forgive her. And he can't forgive himself, so he cries when he hits her, destroying his woman just as fast as his liver. But he said his vows, so he has to live with her. And like a flower, any love between them is withered and rot so much that there's only pain left. And this stress is what eventually delivers her into the arms and bed of the best smooth talking sleazy motherfucker in town, where she's less alone than in the company of her man now. But that's how it all ends, it seems, because he's waiting for her. When she gets in, wants to know where she's been, who she's seen. She freezes for a minute, the panic sets in. She starts to think of 100 excuses, but it doesn't matter, every one of them useless. He asks her, what did you think of the bruises? As he pushed her onto the floor, she screamed, please don't do this. He roared, he lies waste to oxygen. Others confused and stomping on her repeatedly, not knowing what he's doing. And when he finally stops, he realised that she wasn't moving, and all of a sudden he felt like puking. He became faint and fell back into his seat and reached for the bottle that was down by his feet, but it was empty, the same as his feelings. There was no escape now, and he knew that he was dreaming. He knew what he'd done and that he'd become redeemed. Then he finally thought the words, I know you didn't mean it. So he drove drunk as he thought the past, and he's parked his car on the railway tracks, cause he could no longer take the pain. So he ended his life waiting for a train, and it's ironic cause that's how they met. He didn't cry at the end cause he had no tears left. So remember to forgive when shit like this happens, cause you're already dead from that